Hey everyone, I've decided to start working on a new project, and yes, I'm going to be building a mega park. Uh, you can see it here. I just made the scenario. I already created the bench, so I won't bore you with that. Um, its description of this is I am insane for doing this, and you'll see why. Because yes, I am using the maximum allowed map size. Um, So yeah, I'll be focusing on. I really want to finish this, so I'll be focusing on really finishing parts, and I will work with less detail than I'm used to. Um, so I will turn this map into a big island. The good thing about that is that if I see that I'm starting to reach the object limit, I can still choose to turn more of the map into water. Anyway, for this first episode, I'll be turning this map into an island, just a rough shape, and I'll be building the park entrance. And I sort of want to build a plaza with, a plaza that extends really far into the map. Anyway, let's get going. Alright, the rough island shape is finished now. Of course, as I work on the map, I will add a little bit more detail to the floor here on the water, because right now it looks very blocky, and I'll want to work on that later. But I'll do that as I work on each area. Right, there was some glitching going on here. Probably has to do with me using the sandbox mode and disable clearance checks while working on this, but I can live with this. Alright, what I will do now is the map's a little bit too flat for my liking, so I will just add some subtle height differences throughout the map. I'll probably do some circles or something, going a little bit higher in the middle. It will be subtle, but in the end I think it does make the map look a little bit better. Alright, also here, this is something I'll finish later as I go through each area. What I'll do now is I'll extend this path somewhat towards the middle, I think. And basically later all the paths in the park will connect to this middle path. Maybe I'll even extend it towards the end of the park. Let's see what will look good. You may remember from me telling in earlier tutorials or multiplayer episodes, but 3 wide paths are usually best avoided, since they can really screw up the guest pathfinding. Let's see if I can see the thing. Oh well, here it's still quite okay. So yeah, there's this tool which shows you which path tiles will get ignored. Okay, here it's still quite okay, but sometimes a 3 wide path gets cut in two. It's with the middle tiles all being ignored by the guests, and that can lead to really unfavorable paths by guests, which will in turn lead to them all getting lost, and that's probably something you want to avoid. Now, since the park is so big, guests will get lost a lot anyway, so I probably shouldn't worry too much about it. No, I want this map to have lots and lots of water, so I think I'll actually make a sort of a bay area here, and probably it'll have lots of ponds, but I will make those later. But I will already start with a little, let's call it an inward sea. Alright, again, this is very roughly how I want it. I'll make this prettier later as I work on this area. Anyway, I think what I'll do next is already to start planning out a few transport rides, because it will be tricky to fit them in later when I've already built the rides. So it's better to plan those first and then later build stuff around it. Alright, I think the transport rides that I want is a miniature railway and a monorail. So the monorail will mostly go through the four endpoints of the paths, and the miniature railway, I think I'll make it follow a route, maybe along the lake, something like that. Alright, that's our monorail down. 10 trains, decided to let them leave at 30-second intervals. I'm not sure if we need this many trains, but we'll see. So yeah, the course of this monorail will most obviously change a few times as I let it interact with other rides, but it's good to have at least a first layout done. I also want a miniature railway. Like I said, I think I'll make it around the lake. I will probably add something here later, which the train can travel around, something like a roller coaster, maybe a lighthouse or something else, maybe a little mountain even. But yeah, I think it will be cool to have the train go around something here. Just preparing for stuff later. So here I made a little straight section, and that's just so we can add some footpaths like this. Alright, it's always best to just be prepared for this kind of stuff. Of course, we can always add it later, but it's nice if we don't have to close the ride. Alright, and that's 2 transport rides down. I think I'll start working on the entrance plaza for now. And that will probably be the last thing I do for this episode. Alright, that's enough for now. So in this episode I've created the island, did a rough shape of the island, made some the main connecting paths of the island, made a monorail and a miniature railway, and I made a start on the entrance of the park. I think in the next episode I will start making one or two new attractions. And I may do a station or two of the transport rides. Alright, that was it for this episode. Let me know what you think. I can't wait to build another section of the park tomorrow. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the episode and I'll see you again in the next one. See you later.